Hey guys, I'm Connor Malcolm, and the book I read was the book Crossover by Kwame Alexander. This is a fictional book about two twin brothers, one named Josh, who's the main storyteller, and one named Jordan, whose nickname is JB. Their mom is a principal, and their dad, Chuck, was a really good basketball player overseas. The kids are in middle school, and they play basketball, and they strive to be as good as Chuck was. In middle school, Josh goes through some hard times. JB gets a girlfriend, and Chuck, due to some poor health choices, becomes sick. This leaves Josh alone, and he actually gets depressed, which becomes a really big part of the story. The main theme of this book is that family is so important. Josh describes Chuck as the backboard or backbone of the family. The secondary themes that are shown is love, loyalty, and compassion. The love and compassion that the family has is what actually drives them to get through all the problems that they go through. This is not a traditional book. It's actually composed of many different poems that go together to form the story. This shows the culture because the way the poetry is written, it has a really nice rhythm, and it's actually described by critics as hip-hop poetry. This emphasizes how strong the family aspect is. I chose this book because in middle school I read a book similar with the poems, but it was about baseball. When I saw that this was about basketball, it was an easy choice for me to pick it. Future teachers should read this story because it's about a middle-aged kid and what they might be going through, and some of the kids in your class might be going through similar things. 2, it teaches a good lesson on how important family is, and it shows you that you can create a family aspect in your classroom by letting the kids know that they have siblings with their peers. 3, you can learn about a culture that is different than yours, and I'm sure that this culture will show up in your future classes. A quote that I took out of this was when Chuck was in the hospital on his deathbed and he was feeling down. Josh says, "Because if I hadn't tried to dunk, then we wouldn't be here. Because I don't want to be here. Because the only thing that matters is swish. Because our backboard is splintered." This brings me back to when that Josh said that Chuck, the father, who is now sick, was the backboard of the family. Now he's on his deathbed, and they're saying that the backboard is splintered. This goes back to the underlying theme, saying that family is everything. Now that their dad, who is the rock, is sick, their backboard is splintered. I would recommend this book to anyone. I think it's really cool how the poetry works together to form one huge story. Thank you.